panel, we're going to talk about some networking and branding. So if Melissa and Jamie can come on up. We were supposed to have 2 microphones, and they gave me another one. They gave me this weird little deal. What am I going to do with this? And then when I turned it on, it cut off Denise. So I don't know. So we're going to share a microphone. I'm going to get rid of this weird thing.
You grab it or boot it?
Reach in your back pocket.
I got it. All right, so let's see. I'm going to cover this up. You guys can see it. You can see the real life thing. So we're going to talk about networking and branding because, like I said in the beginning, we are in a networking business, so we need to learn how to network, and it's also very important that we learn how to brand ourselves because we are our brand. So we're just going to do a little, I have some questions already written up, and then if we have time, we'll definitely open it up for a few questions once we get through everything as well. So for both of you guys, can you just share with us a little bit about how it was when you started? Did you have a large warm market, or did everybody think you were crazy and you had to kind of start from scratch?
I did not. I would say maybe around 300 Facebook friends, but I was really intimidated to put that out there because I had shared it minimally, like with some people that I was doing it, and their feedback was, what are you doing? Like, you have a degree, you have a great job, you're, all of these things, and so it did scare me a little bit. But my business was growing quickly, and people were messaging me. When I post something and you only see that I get 10 likes, a lot of times it's because those people are reaching out to me privately. And that was enough to fuel me to continue to share what I had. And so I got a lot of loyal customers, and then they were having awesome results, and I was sharing that, right? And then they wanted to get their products for free, and they wanted to make money with me, and so they joined as distributors. And so I think I let go of that pretty quickly. We did wrap parties every single week. So it was belly to belly for us. And the majority of the time, when I brought people there, it was our entire team that was there, so it was open to anyone. And if my son had a baseball game and I couldn't make it, someone else was gonna be there to help out my friend, or a referral or whatever. And I put that on social media. I let people know that it's okay. You have those people that are like, oh, sorry, I can't make it. Oh, sorry, I can't make it. And then there's me, and I'm like, that's okay, we're gonna do another one next week. That's okay, we're still gonna do another one next week. Yep, yeah, we're still gonna have that next week. And so eventually they were coming, and a lot of it was social media, people that maybe weren't in town that couldn't physically get to the party, but it opened that conversation. So for me, it was just consistently posting, so they never had to guess if I was still doing it, because they could see that. Does that kind of answer? Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, so yeah, same thing for me. I'm a big time introvert. My husband is the realtor, he's the go-getter, talks to everybody, and I'm like, okay, I'll just hang out at home, you can go do that. So I still don't have a large network, I don't think. I had people, just like Melissa, tell me I was crazy. My dad, I'm a daddy's girl, and my dad told me I was off my rocker when I told him I wasn't going to get another job and I was going to sell wraps. So, I kind of held back a little bit with posting on social media at that point, but from the get-go, I was consistent with it, and, sitting behind the computer screen the very first time I posted my before and after, I had amazing before and afters with 6 wraps, and I literally sat there for 45 minutes. I'm like, oh, Lord, do I do it, do I not? And my business boomed as soon as I posted that. So definitely stay consistent, use social media, you guys. It's free advertising, use it, but don't rely on it. You have to get out there and talk to other people. We're talking about branding yourself, wear your It Works clothes, just get out of your comfort zone. So.
Awesome, I love it. I was very similar when I started. I did not have a large, this is not good, I'm already losing my voice. I did not have a large network as well. And so I had to really learn early on how to meet people, because everybody that I did have a connection with thought I was crazy. I think the only person in my family, my mom and dad bought from me, and my grandma bought from me. And that was it. Everybody else was like, what are you doing? No. So I was 24 years old. We had kids a little younger than a lot of our friends that we grew up with. So a lot of people, I'm like talking about, yeah, let's get rid of the baby belly, and they're like, we haven't even had kids yet. Like, we're still a size 2 and on the beach. I'm like, okay, well. So I had to expand my network and meet people. So I'll kind of share with you what I've done, but next I just want to talk about some of our best networking tips, like how we expand our network. For me, what I've always done is I've used social media for my business. I wouldn't say the majority of my business, a lot of it has grown on social media, but the reason is because I use it as a tool. So I don't meet a lot of people on social media. I mean, I definitely meet some, but I use it as a tool to stay connected with people that I meet. So anytime that I went and did an expo, or anytime I went and did a party, I would make sure that the first thing I did was to get them on Facebook. And it's as easy as having a conversation with somebody and saying, oh my gosh, I do free wrap giveaways all the time on Facebook. Are you on there? Let's get connected. It's as easy as that, and people will get connected with you on Facebook. Same thing when I'm at a party. Like if I'm doing a party, there's so many different games you can do, but like a really easy one is just say, okay, who here is on Facebook? Everybody's gonna have a Facebook. Okay, we're gonna play a game. I want you guys all to shoot me a friend request right now. Okay, so they're gonna shoot you a friend request, and then I just want you to put on your Facebook status trying that crazy wrap thing with Krystal Pearl. And at the end of the party, whoever has the most likes on their post is gonna get a free facial. Okay, so it's just such an easy way. They're friend requesting me, so the ball is now in my court. So I do that a lot. Another thing that's been huge for our business, which is what we do the majority of right now, is we'll make a point to, when we're out and about, we're always looking for people that we can have a conversation with. And I try to be really aware of my surroundings. So if I see anybody around that has like a realtor shirt on, or a hairstylist, like some sort of branding with that, anybody who I think maybe has a business, I'm going to be talking to them because they're networkers too. It's going to be very simple for me to connect with them and to get them on Facebook. So I'm always looking for opportunities like that. When we're out and about with our kids, how many of you are parents? A lot of you, the majority of the room. Okay, it's so easy when you're a parent because we do this all the time. We did a road trip this summer. It was really cool. We took our kids for 2 weeks and we just did a road trip. We bought a camper, like off the side of the road, and like a split-second decision. It was very weird, and then we were on the road for 2 weeks. But it was fun, freedom, right? But so on this, we're like, okay, well, we're doing this, but this is a work trip. Like, we're going to be working and doing family time. So we made a point to, we're going to meet as many people as we possibly could. And so my kids love dogs. Like, every time they see a dog go by, they're like, oh my God, can we ask? It's always the same way too, can we ask? And so every dog that they see, they want to go and pet the dog and talk to the dog. So we would go and talk to the dog, and we just ask people, you know, what are you doing? What's your guys' journey? Where are you headed to? Lots of people were on road trips, and so we would just ask them where they were going, and we would just say, oh my gosh, I would love to go there. Are you on Facebook? I'd love to hear what you think about it. Some of the places I was not interested in going, to be completely honest, but okay. But what an easy way to get somebody on Facebook and then start a relationship and start a conversation. So now I have them on Facebook, and in a couple weeks I'm gonna ask, hey, how was that? Did you love it? What did you like about it? What didn't you like about it? It was so nice meeting you. Now we're starting a relationship. And they're gonna start seeing my It Works stuff on Facebook. I really try to stick away from slamming blitz cards down people's throats. If I have an opportunity to get them on Facebook instead of giving them a blitz card, I always lead with that, because if I can get them on Facebook, they're going to start seeing my At Work stuff. It's going to give me an opportunity to build a relationship with them. If I meet them, I get them on Facebook, and then I instantly just give them a blitz card, they're going to think she's just connecting with me because she wants to tell me something. And that's not what I want people to think. I'm here because I generally want to provide something for them if it will help their life. And so if you can lead with that, lead with that. If you don't have an opportunity to get them on social media, then give them the blitz card, then give them the card. If the conversation goes that way, give them the card. But I always try to lead with that. Same thing if we go to the play place a lot. Like, if we're ever in a funk and we're like, we need to build our network right now, we need to meet people, we will take our kids and we'll go to the beach, or we will take our kids and go to the play place. And instead of sitting in the corner by nobody else, we'll sit next to somebody and we'll start having a conversation, and then it can lead to as easy as, oh my gosh, our kids had so much fun together. Oh my gosh, it's so fun connecting with other people. Or other parents. Are you on Facebook? Let's connect again. It's as easy as that, and people will. They'll easily just go right into your phone and connect, and that's uncomfortable for me because I'm the same way. I'm like Jamie, I'm an introvert, so that's super uncomfortable for me. Actually, Josh is like our main networker. I'm always like, yeah, go talk to them. Go start talking to them. Start that conversation up, and then I'll swoop in and I'll close it. But I'm an introvert, but you have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Smile, go sit next to people, have a conversation. That's been my biggest thing with building my network. So if you guys can just share a couple tips on how you've really expanded your network. You know, you've both been in the business for 3 years, you said, and 4.5. You know, you've obviously, we all go through that stage where it's like we have our warm network, but then sometimes we got to start going out into the cold network, or some of us don't want to start with our warm network. I know you said something really good about that. Do you want to share about that?
There's so many like little nuggets and things that I want to talk about.
I
think that for me, I'm like, kind of like, I'm tough love. Like I'm hard on the outside, so you know, people saying no to me doesn't necessarily affect me immediately. And I realized that for me, in order for me to stay home with my children, I had to do things that I didn't want to do and things that made me uncomfortable. And some of those things that were making me uncomfortable, you know, would be someone saying no to me. But I don't take that personal. Like when you guys go out to eat and your food server comes and she or he gives you amazing customer service. They ask you, would you like to try our featured cocktail? And this is the entree special of the night. And then they come at the end of the dinner and they say, would you like to try dessert? And you say no, they don't go in the kitchen and cry and take it personally because you decided that you didn't want dessert. And you have to take that mentality with this business, that you just, the more people that you ask, so even if you know that your ratio is, okay, every one person out of 10 that I ask says yes, then you know you have to ask at least 10 people every day for one person to say yes. And once you just kind of take the choice out of it, and you decide, I'm leaving today and I'm gonna talk to 10 new people. I wasn't super comfortable with blitzing. I actually really enjoy doing that. I'm not like the lotion people at the kiosk in the mall. I don't follow you halfway down the store until you take my blitz card, but it becomes an organic conversation. A lot of that for me was in the diaper aisle at Target, and the mom next to me is like, I just need to figure out what the least expensive diaper is that's gonna get the job done. I know how you feel. I felt the same way. I'm so happy that I found an opportunity that would help me afford diapers. What opportunity is that? And it starts that conversation. So there is a way to bring up this opportunity. Like Crystal said earlier, you have to work on your belief. For me, one of the best ways that I've grown my network is by being a product of the product. And I know we say that all the time, and sometimes it just, you know, we kind of become numb to it. But the same thing, when I was pushing for that triple diamond promotion, I put my belly on social media, and like, I mean, I would never have done that otherwise. And a lot of people, you know how Facebook works, right? So you're gonna see that the Melissa Yardley commented on someone who you don't know, but you're all nosy and you wanna know what she's commenting on. So you go and you look, and then boom, there's my before and after picture. And that for me, so everything for me is always public on social media. I share what I love, I keep it personal. So there's photos of my kids, there's photos of my husband and I having a Friday where we're having beer in the middle of the day and things that we get to do because of this opportunity. That's what draws people in. So being a product of the product too, I mean, I think that It Works does an awesome job of continuing to come out with products, but you have to actually use them. So a lot of times when I'm talking to someone that I might not know, I'll say, well, I'm a rep for a health and wellness company, and we have a product that offers results in 45 minutes, and we have a product that offers results in 45 seconds. Do you think you would like to try one of them? And I just staple my WOW, a sample of WOW to my business card. I mean, just all different things that I have learned, but I don't have like one pigeonhole go-to for each different situation. And I think once you can kind of understand that that's okay to do that, and that maybe it is your husband that's blitzing people because he said my wife is telling me I have to get away 5 coupons, let him do that then. But I think talking, referrals, and then being a product and keeping all of my stuff public too has been helpful for me to expand my following, I guess.
Can I just second everything they just said? Yeah, I mean, I really think that we all have the same mentality. I'm just like terrified of blitzing still though. So I do a lot with like what Crystal does. I let my husband, I'm like, here, open the conversation, and then I'm like, all right, I got this. as soon as he opens that conversation door, I like swoop in, like Crystal said, and then I can handle it from there. It's just that opening part of the conversation that makes me like have hives. But I brand myself. I wear my It Works clothes 9 out of 10 days. We had a training last weekend, and I was kind of telling this to them that I went into daycare to pick my kids up one day, and I had like normal clothes on. And one of the girls asked me, "Oh, do you have a date tonight? You have normal clothes on." Thank you. Life of a rap girl, right? So brand yourself, you guys. They notice, and they don't comment on my It Works stuff on social media. They don't ask me about it, but they notice. They notice that It Works is my life. Okay, so I think that's a big thing. I don't really have anything else to add to that, I don't think.
One analogy that someone gave me early on in the business is if you are a business owner, so if you think about it like a brick and mortar business, like a local restaurant, you're not relying on your friends and family to keep your restaurant afloat. The awesome thing, like that has been said earlier, is like we don't have celebrity endorsements. You are the celebrity. You get to decide how you're going to share this awesome opportunity and the products, but you can't expect that just the people that you know in your circle are going to make you successful. It's not like net friending. It's not net family. It's networking. And so you have to get out of that. And what was that, like 100 million people are in sales. There's 7 billion people in this world, and people turn 18 every day. Like, your market is continuing to grow. So a lot of times I think that we rely too much on social media, and we become like social media saturated, where you think that everyone knows about this. That's not true. We live in a city, Cedar Rapids, which is about 175,000 people. Jamie and I and Mackenzie all live there with lots of presidential diamonds, triple diamonds, double diamonds, and I promise you, the last 3 distributors that have joined my team have lived in my city. So, again, it might just take asking. It might take, someone else in the connection that they have for that person to be ready to join. And if you don't ask them, I'm gonna ask them, because I'm not willing to give up that opportunity. So you have to think of it that way. There are so many people to ask.
I love that, and I love it because I think so many times people come into this business and they think if their friends and family don't buy, they think they're not going to succeed. When in reality, gosh, if that would have held me back, I wouldn't be where I am today. There are so many people out there that want this product and want this opportunity. You just need to open your eyes and see the people that are around you that want it. So I know we're in time, so let's just really quick just touch on branding really quick and the importance of that, because I know branding is so important, and we have an amazing marketing department in It Works. Like, our gear is so cute, and that's something that people ask me all the time. They're like, "Oh, I love your shirt, where'd you get it? I want one." I'm like, "Oh, you can be a distributor." It's a great way to tell them about it. But one thing that I want you guys to be aware of, like for our family, a way that we open conversation a lot of the time is we are always decked out in our black and green. Like, it's so funny because we'll go to the gym, and usually it's just me, Josh, and Corbin because the girls are in school now. But he has the black and green too, so he has the black and green Nikes on and the Good Life It Works shirt, and then we're decked out. People will look at you and they'll be like, "You guys look like a sports team. Like, what are you a part of? Our branding is so awesome." Or, "Gosh, you guys all match with the black and green. You guys must love those colors." It's just such a great way to start the conversation. So wear your gear. It makes you money. Your other clothes don't make you money. Your It Works clothes make you money. So wear it. If you can't wear your It Works clothes, like, I don't have my purse down here. Does anybody have the little lanyard on their purse? They can...
Grab my bag right there. Yes.
Yes. So there we go, right here. So ladies that have bags, put your Blitz card on your purse. I always, if I don't have an It Works shirt on, I have my purse with me, or I have my It Works mug in my hand, whatever it may be. So there's always an opportunity for somebody to ask with that. I get a lot of comments on that as well. So, wear your colors, wear your gear, wear it proud. Make sure that you smile and you're somebody that is attracting people to you. If you're wearing your gear, please do not go down into Target and just have a sourpuss look on your face and look like the world is ending. And you don't have to look perfect every day, but maybe just brush your hair a teeny bit. You are your brand. It's important for you to remember that. So be somebody that is attracting people. Smile, look happy. Fake it till you make it. Fake the way you want to feel, and soon you'll feel the way you're acting.
am I talking about here?
Branding.
Oh, branding. Okay, so I think that this is really important, and I don't want to get real deep on you, but my kids know what I do because we have that conversation. We communicate. They see that I can host or help host their holiday Christmas party because of It Works. And the reason that I share that with you is because, like, my son, he is 11, he just started middle school, so we are like preteen, too cool, don't talk to me, you know, like those little rough waters that anyone that has those kids at that age understand. But we can have conversations about what It Works has provided for our family. We can have conversations about giving back and what this opportunity has given. And just a quick story is he had gone to school. He had worn it has a like #1. It kind of looks like a jersey, you know, the shirt that I'm talking about that the kiddos have. I think it says Rap Star or something in the back. And he wore that, and I didn't make him wear it. He chose to wear it because he understands that this opportunity has given a lot for our family and other families. And two guys that he, you know, they're buddies, they play sports together, so they were like, "Is your mom an It Works distributor?" And he's like, yeah. Totally, you know, of course. And they're like, "My mom is too." And Jack says, "Well, do your moms go to the monthly team meetings?" And they're like, "I don't know." And so a week of back and forth, and these boys are coming home and asking their moms, and they ended up, they had gotten away a little bit, and they ended up coming back to the meetings because of the community that our family has created. And I believe the energy that, you know, that Jack had and the excitement that he had, that his buddies wanted their moms to be a part of that. And so don't underestimate, you know, the power of sharing this opportunity with your kids, what it's giving, whether it's, like I said earlier, a pizza night, Friday night, movie night and pizza night, or, you know, the things that will continue to happen as your business grows. But we live It Works. We share what the opportunity has done, and your children are watching you. So I know that I'm never going to look at them and say, "Sorry, buddy, you just weren't important enough, so I decided to pull the plug on that gig, and I'm going to go, you know, do something else." They are the reason why I started this, and they continue to be an inspiration and reminder for me that I need to have that same fire that I had on day one, you know, 3.5 years later. So share it with your family. They will see how excited you are. They may not come around right away, but my dad will travel. He tells people about what his daughters do. So make sure that you're just sharing it and living it every day.
Again, I second everything they just said. And yeah, definitely share it with your kids. Like, again, there's a lot of distributors in our area, and every time my 5-year-old sees an It Works shirt, "Mommy, are they on your team?" "I don't know, honey. We'll have to ask them, you know, who their upline is." And I would say pretty much 100% of them are. But it's just funny that even at 5 years old, she sees it, and she sees, you know, the lanyard on a purse or whatever. You guys, if you can't afford 10 shirts or even one shirt, if you can afford one shirt, wear that same shirt every time you're out. I don't care if you wear the same thing. It does not matter. It's branding yourself. It's building your business. So if you have to wear that same shirt, I think Jay Hooper talked about it before, that she wore the same shirt 7 days a week because she was getting out there and branding herself and building her business. Another very cheap way is using Fab Wrap as a headband. Wear the bracelet that comes in your kit. Whatever it is, there are ways that you don't have to spend $400 on gear right now. You'll get there. You'll accumulate some shirts over time and some other things, but do what you can right now to brand yourself. So when we say get out there, brand yourself, we don't mean you have to be plastered in It Works stuff, but try to have something on every day that is It Works related, whether it's a bracelet, a headband, the earrings, whatever. Just try to have something on yourself that is It Works related.
I love that, and actually I think like our bracelets are our biggest branding tool, like even especially for Josh, because like a lot of guys don't wear bracelets, but there's so many times you're doing pictures with your hands, like it could be you showing like a new nail polish color, but you have, and you show it on Facebook, but you have an It Works bracelet on, so you're not even talking about the business, but people are continuing to see it over and over again, and their curiosity is there. So thank you ladies, awesome tips, I appreciate it, give them a round of applause.